Good evening, good morning, everyone. To begin, let's have first the opening prayer. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, let's have the opening prayer. This time, so I said a while ago, so we'll have some exercise. So you are allowed to stand up and find your place where you can actually move, and you will just follow, okay, the steps.
Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, so even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody sing your song, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. Cause I can make your hands clap. Come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. Cause I can make your hands clap.
Okay, that's it. Ayan. Yung iba hindi naman sumayaw. Okay, but anyway, so good morning once again. If there are some distractive noise, so I hope you can still hear me because someone is doing some carpentry here. Is it distractive? Or can you still hear me clearly? Clear? Okay. So again, have a wonderful, another week, Monday morning. So definitely, every Monday we need to start our day, okay, with positivity, and definitely continues. We continuously do the learning, and by this English class. So I hope for week 8 actually. We'll learn some more, especially when it comes to grammar or language. So last time we have discussed more on conjunctions, but last time I also said this, that in English there are like 8 of like parts of the speech. Not only conjunctions, we have nouns, we have pronouns, we have verbs, we have adjective, adverb, interjections, conjunctions, and prepositions. So those are the 8 parts of speech that we can actually see in a sentence. So before you construct the sentence, for example, a simple one, simple sentence, compound sentence, or a complex sentence, definitely there are parts. So you need to identify what are those parts. It must be clear to you which one is the subject, which one is the noun, which one is the verb. Okay? So today, we are going to explore more on how we construct a sentence. So still in related to language or grammar. So let's have first a pictures, word pairing. Maingay talaga. It's quite noisy here. So word pairings, I'm going to flash some pictures, and then what you're going to do is to give some word pair. For example, if you're going to look around, what are those word pairs, or I mean example of word pairs can you spot around your house? For example, we have there spoon and fork. Okay, so that is pair. So when you are asking for it, you will say, will you please give me spoon and fork? So there is a pairing. There's a pairing rather. So I'm going to flash more pictures, and then you're going to tell me what are those word pairs. You get it? So if you want to answer, just raise your hand. So let's begin. Okay, so I hope you are already on my slide. So the first one. Okay, anyone? Anyone who can give the pairing here? Yes. Nia?
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife. Yeah, that's correct. Another term. Yes, Aliyah?
Groom and bride.
Yes, that's also correct. Okay, let us see. So that is bride and groom, or it can be groom or bride, or husband and wife is okay, but then when they are like wearing such clothes, ano pa lang sila? They are what? Still bride and groom. So after the wedding, they can be called what? Husband and wife. You get it? Next. Did you see that? What is that? Okay, anyone, what is in the picture? Are you familiar with that? No? Anyone? I'm going to show it again. Go. What is that? That is pair also. Aliyah?
Teacup and a small plate.
Yes, but what do we call that small plate? What do we call that small plate? What is that? Yes, Hannah.
A saucer.
Yes. So will you please combine it? Nakuha naman.
Teapot and saucer.
Okay. Or yes, that's correct. Very good. Or another other the most you usually call it cup and saucer. Okay. So if you're asking for that, so will you please give me cup and saucer so that is combined. I mean go together. And next. Okay, look at the picture. What is that? Again. Okay, what is that symbolism that you can see? There is a symbolism that is not literally means bird. So what is a symbol of that one? Yes, Amer?
Peace and justice.
Yeah, it can be peace and justice, but what word usually go with peace that is related to justice? You are familiar with that? What word that go with peace? But definitely, yes, Amer is right. That is related to justice. Now, so that is peace and order. That go together. So order, we get it when there's justice also. right? Next. Let's proceed to the next picture. That is one. Okay, go. What is that? There are two monkeys, and then they have like bananas. Yes, Jester?
Monkey and banana.
Monkey and banana. So look at what they're doing here. Okay, go. They're happy. Someone is giving the banana and someone is receiving it. So what is that? Aliyah?
Father and son.
Father and son? Yeah, it can be, yes. It can be. Pwede nun. It can be father and son. Go together naman yun. Mother and daughter, pwede rin yun. Kung babae sila. Yes, Amor?
Giver and receiver.
Yes, that is. Giver or receiver, or the famous pair here is give and take. Okay? Give and take. So that is the famous line right here. Next. Yan. So going deeper yung picture. So the picture that I'm showing is like, you need to analyze very well. What is that? It's two-way. There's like part of it that is like, bright, and the other one is not. That is actually dark. So show it again. So what word you can relate to that famous word pair that you can relate to that picture? Yes, Jester?
Hell and heaven.
Yes, that can be. Yeah, I will accept that answer. Heaven and hell. That can be very good. So what else? Some more. What can you observe on the right side? What can you observe on the left side? So the idea was given already by Jester, so you can actually add some more related to what Jester said. Yes, Amor?
Peace and war.
Peace and war. That can be also. There's serenity on the right side, and then there's war on the left side. That can be. What else? Okay, do you need to show it now? All right, let's see what is the word referring here. I said heaven and hell is correct, or peace and war, or serenity and war is also correct. Life or death. Okay? Because on the right side, there's life, and that's heaven. On the left side, there's death, and that's hell. You get it? Okay, next one. What is that? Again. Look at that. So what is that? Yes, Aliyah?
Dead and alive.
Dead and alive. Okay, it's related. That can be dead or alive. That can be dead or alive because there's already spirit right there. Yes, Carl?
Sun and moon.
Sun and moon. Okay, that can be representing sun and moon. Okay, that is very creative. Okay, I'll accept the answer of Aliyah and Carl. Okay, another. So actually, class, there's a given answer here, but answers you are giving, I will accept that if it can also be related to that, or can describe also the picture that way, I will accept that. That is body and soul. So while Carl said sun, so because this one may representing the sun and the other one is the moon, giving the light and receiving the light, that can be dead or alive, because this is alive and this one is dead. Okay? Okay. Next. Are you familiar with this one? Anyone? Yes, anyone? Percy?
Adam and Eve.
Very good. That is Adam and Eve. Okay, that's correct. Let me see kung meron pa, class. Meron pa. Ayan. Let me see if you will guess this one. If you know the answer for this one. So there's a bed right there. Can you see that? And water, you can see there. So what is the word? Or what is the word pair? Yes, Amar?
Comfy bedroom.
Comfy bedroom. Okay, and that way you are already describing the bedroom. Okay, but how about the word pair? Actually, class, maybe you're not familiar with this one, but at least you learn that there's a word like this. Okay, for some other people, they are really fond of eating breakfast in bed. Okay, there are some people who are like that. So they will not go out of the room. They will just eat their breakfast inside their bedroom. So what do we call that? Yes, Amar?
Breakfast in bed.
Okay, you're correct. So that is a term. Or other is bed and breakfast. Pwedeng ganun. Baliktad lang yung pagkakaano. Or that's the same. There are restaurant that if you're going to look for it, restaurant online, so there are like name for restaurants like bed and breakfast. Okay? It means eating breakfast in bed. Hindi ka muna lalabas after waking up. So you just eat your breakfast right there. Okay, so what are those? So why we are dealing with this word pair? Because in grammar, there are also pairing. Okay? In language, there are also pairs. And what are those pairs? One of the most important, I can say this is the most important because this is very essential in constructing your own sentence. And that is the subject and the verb. Okay? Again, that is the subject and the verb. That is subject, verb, agreement. There should be what? Agreement. Okay, subject, other name for subject, that can be a noun. So that is part of the speech, right? Noun. A noun can be counted or not counted. Remember that? I know you can remember that lesson when you were in grade 4 or in grade 3. There are nouns that can be counted or cannot be counted. Okay? So for example, sugar cannot be counted. You cannot put S. Okay? While the word paper, you can count it. That's why I can put S. Paper, papers. Did you get it? And there are nouns that are like abstract and concrete. Okay, when we say abstract, concrete, from the word concrete, sigurado, okay, you can see it with your own eyes. For example, when you see a desktop, that is a concrete noun. You can see that, right? Abstract, you cannot see it. You can just feel it. For example, love is an abstract noun. Okay? So those are, okay, nouns. There are also like nouns we can relate that to common and wait for a while. I admit na class.
Sir, nakamute po kayo.
Okay, we have also common and proper noun. So that is still related to subject. Example class of common noun. So when you are asked, bakit kaya small letter yung school? Kasi nga that is common noun. But if you're going to give the proper noun, which is Amadeo Elementary School, you're going to capitalize the name of the school because that is already proper. You get it? So I'm just going back to the basic of nouns, but what I am trying to say it is subject is what? The noun. or can be a pronoun. What are pronouns? Those are words that we can what? Use to exchange the name, for the names of person or thing, or can be animals. For example, he is a pronoun. Wala siyang pangalan, right? Hindi mo alam kung sino. But it still can be used as subject. She, that's also a pronoun. They, it, that's also a pronoun. You get it? So it's still part of the subject. Now, let's go to the other pair, which is the verb. Okay, verb, when you are talking about verb, what is your clue? These words are referring to what? If conjunctions are connecting words, verb is what? Anyone? Yes, let's have Aliyah.
Actions or movements.
Yes, that's correct. Very good. So these are, signifying actions or movement, because when we talk about verb, take note of this, that is action word. Okay? Again, let's go back. Conjunction is connecting words. Verb is action words. Okay? But so why there are like verbs that are not moving? Okay? There are verbs that are not moving. For example, I'm sorry. Ano ba? For example, class, is that moving? Are. Is that moving? Okay, we'll call them be verb. Okay, those are the verb that we use to connect. For example, she is beautiful. So using is, that serve as the verb. Do you get it? That will serve as the verb. She, that is a noun. Is, that's a verb. She is. Okay? Or if it is plural, they are. So papalitan mo yung is ng are kasi plural na. Marami na sila. They are. You get it? So, that is for the verb. So here, in this discussion, we are going to focus on how we write a sentence with the correct subject-verb agreement. Example of proper subject-verb agreement is that below, can you see there? There's a dog, and it says singular. So singular and plural, also two words that we can say are pairing. Singular and plural. Singular or plural. So singular from the root word single, that is one. So that is your clue. And plural, that is the opposite of single. It means it's two or more. You get it? So singular is, for example, a dog is a faithful animal. So we are using is because is what? Being used for a singular subject. Okay? She is, he is, Arman is, Jennifer is, okay? That is referring to a one person or one thing or one animal. Well, on the other hand, plural, we are referring to what? Two or more subjects. For example, Jenny and Rita, there are two. So we can use now are. What? Are playing together. So that is plural. So take a look at there, the agreement. That is the correct subject-verb agreement. A dog is. That is right. Jenny and Rita are. That is also right. You get it? So we achieve the proper subject-verb agreement. But take note that last time, when we discussed about the subject and predicate, so we have like, I already mentioned that a verb is a predicate also. So when we are spotting the predicate in the sentences, that can be a dog as a noun, and then is a faithful animal is a predicate. But there is a simple and complete predicate. Simple is referring only to the verb, but complete is referring to the whole phrase. Okay? Is, it's a verb. For example, later we're going to know, to spot more of these examples. All right? So let's proceed to some discussion. I want to take down notes, especially the important details here. These are the rules. Okay? I want you to listen first, and later you're going to speak, and you're going to give your answers to the pictures that I'm going to show. Okay, rule. Number 1. Okay, the important thing here is to understand that the subject is plural. Okay? So you need to know, if the subject is plural, then the verb must be in its simple form. Do you get it? So how would you understand that? What is simple form? For example, will you please give examples of a verb in simple form? Magta-type ako class sa sa chat box. These are words that are in simple form. So walk. So referring an action, right? That is simple. Simple form. Okay? Play. Ran. So these are words that are giving signifying actions or showing action. Okay, what else? Reach. Not reach naman yan. Reaching for something. And then stand. And then rise. Okay, raise. So these are words, action words. Will you please type also example of simple form verb on our chat box? Ready, go. Okay, let me see. Simple. Sleep, correct. Read, correct. Read, cat, ride, correct. Run, correct. Or even, although I already mentioned run. Draw, it's correct. Dive, that is also correct. Ride, correct. Like, okay, yes, correct. Like, gusto, she likes. Wash, swim. Go more, some more. Wash, that is correct, Mia. Okay, steer, that's also correct, Aliyah. Clean, that's also correct. Jog, that's correct. Cook, that is correct. Some more. How about the others? Will you please type your answers? Jump, Hersey, that's correct. Fry, yes, that is in simple form. What is our clue that the verb is in a simple form? Walang S. There's no S. Okay? Create, bake. Okay. How about the others? What else? Type, that is right. Okay. Very good. Bathe or bath. That's also correct. So, very good. That is nice. So, you have already given example of what verb in simple form. So, that's what we are referring to the rule number 1. If the subject is plural, it means madaming subject. It can be 2 or more. The verb that you're going to use is in a simple form. It means walang S. Did you get it? So, for example, they play outside. So they, it can be 2 or 3 person. Pwedeng lahat ng klase naglaro sa labas. They play outside. So walang S, di ba? That is in simple form. You cannot put S there because magiging that is grammatically wrong. You cannot say they plays outside. Right? Next, rule. If the subject is singular, it means single, one, then the verb must be in its S form. Remember that. It must be in S form. Okay? If the subject is what? Single. One only. Okay. Let's go back there. So the verb that you gave a while ago as an example, lagyan nyo lang siya ng S that will be in S form. Okay? But there are verbs that we cannot put some like in S form. Anyways, let's have, for example, the example given by Aliyah, learn. So we'll just put S, learns. That is in S form. Okay? Did you get it? Saan nyo gagamitin yung S form? For the single subject. Singular subject. Okay? Let's continue. So always remember, the subject must always agree with the verb. So pakisulat nyo yun. Subject must always agree with the verb. That is why we call it agreement. Okay? Yes, that's right. Let's proceed to the another rule. Okay. this one. Yan. It must agree with number. The most important thing here is the singular verbs, kapag mag-singular verb class, baliktad sa verb, may S tuloy. Kasi di ba sa noun, kapag sinabing plural, saka siya magkakaroon ng S. Halimbawa, sa noun, sinabi nating, let's say we have, for example, paper, magiging plural siya pag nilagyan ng S, papers. But in verb, that is opposite. Singular verb ends with S. Take note of that. Huwag magkakamali. And keep on repeating this. Even last year, when we are actually having our tutorial, siguro na-mention ko na to, that I said there that singular verb has what? S. Hindi to katulad ng noun, ha? Na mabilis nating ma-identify na plural yung noun kasi may S din. Ka-opposite, di ba? Kasi noun is different from verb. Okay? Kung sa noun, ang singular is can, tapos cans yung plural, sa verb hindi ganun. Sa verb is, ang plural is play, ang singular ay plays. Baliktad, di ba? So yun yung clue nyo, pagbabaliktarin nyo lang yung sa noun at saka sa verb. Okay? May exception class. May exception tayo kasi yung I na word or noun referring to you or to me, I, and you, that word, that is exempted. We're not going to use S form there. Ang gagamitin natin is simple form. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, I is writing. You cannot say that. So I am. Or for you, you cannot say you is playing. So that's exempted. Kasi singular yung you, pero ang gamit natin are. Okay? So alin yung exempted lang? I and you. Okay? The second person singular and the first person singular. So if the subject is plural in number, it takes the simple form of the verb. So na-mention ko na yun kanina. I already mentioned, right? Next. Rule. So how to make? Okay, agree with each other. So follow these simple steps that we are going to do later. First, okay, to know if you are doing right, identify the subject. Again, when I say subject, that is referring to noun or pronoun. That can be a count or count nouns. That can be a concrete or abstract nouns. Okay, that can be a proper or common nouns. So subject of the sentence. Next, if you know already the subject, when we say subject, sino ba yung pinag-usapan natin sa pangungusap in Filipino term? Okay, who are we talking about in a sentence? So second, you decide if the subject is singular or plural. If you spot already the subject in the sentence, you will decide now, is it a singular or is it a plural? And lastly, if you know already if it's a singular or plural, you decide which verb you're going to use. Right? Next, these are the examples. Okay, let me see. So in here, look at number 1, the boy. So boy is a noun. That is our subject. And boy is a singular subject. But look at the verb that we use, watches. It has what? It is in S form. The boy watches the movie. That is the right way. Number 2, the boys watch the movie. Okay, look, did you see the difference now? Easy to follow, right? Next, number 3, the rain, that is a singular subject, falls with S because it's a singular subject. At a steady rate. Okay. Next, the drops, that is a plural subject, of rain fall because drops of rain. A simple form. Did you get it? And look at number 5. Jock, that is a singular subject, enjoys. Okay? So these are the way we do the subject-verb agreement. But take note, class, that in English, there are some, you know, variety. There are some variety, like, for example, there are words that, like, it seems that they are plural, but they are not. Okay? So you need to be very careful about those words. For example, I'm going to flash here. So, for example, for the word news, okay, in Filipino term that is balita, there's S. So that is not in plural. Singular pa rin yan. Kasi that's referring to a one, what? Noun, which is in Tagalog, that is balita. Okay? Another is subjects. Ano yung mga subject na may S sa dulo? Will you please get it? Yes, Dana?
Mathematics.
Correct. So mathematics. Mathematics has S. It doesn't mean that mathematics has S that is in plural form. That's wrong. Okay? So another subjects out there, so like S, yung mga subjects sa college, economics, civics, okay? So mostly, okay? And then for the disease, may mga disease na hindi pwedeng walang S, tonsillitis. Tonsillitis. You cannot say tonsillitis, okay? So tonsillitis, it has like always S, that is singular. Okay? Ano pa yung mga arthritis. So, di ba may mga S, yung mga disease, that is still in singular form. Okay? Kaya, paano mo sasabihin? Tonsillitis is, gagamitan mo is kasi nga plural, siya, singular siya. Okay? So, ano ulit to, class? This is singular noun. Okay, malilito ha, kasi singular noun to. Ano pa yung mga singular noun? Okay. Kapag nakita niyo yung anyone, everyone, okay? May mga one. So, ano yan? Singular. Okay? Ano pa? Sa plural naman tayo, class. Punta tayo sa plural. Please take down notes. For plural nouns, there are like, there are words that like, may S na siya talaga, class. There's S already, but then, hindi siya kayang maging singular. Do you get it? Kasi talagang, laging may S yun eh, katulad nito. Pants. Hindi mo pwede sabing pant. So, lagi ng plural yung pants. Did you get it? You get it? Pants. Lagi ng plural. So, pag gumamit ka ng word na pants, ang gagamitin mo dito, are. Kasi isa lang naman yung pants, kahit pa. Okay? Isa lang naman po yung pantalon eh. Kahit pa kasi nga, pants is always, I mean, in plural form already. Kaya are na yung gagamitin. Pants are tattered, for example. Okay, or are broken. Para madaling intindihan. Pants are broken. What else? Tweezers. Are you familiar with tweezers? Ano yung tweezers? Yes. Oh, you cannot say tweezer. Walang S. That's wrong. Okay? Kaya ang gagamitin mo rin is are. Same. Okay? Tweezers. Ano pa yung mga may S? Ano ba yung scissors? Unless, gumamit ka ng a pair of. So, these are in plural. Ano naman yung word, some words na example natin na can be singular or plural. Okay, isa lang yung ibibigay ko, pero pwede kayong mag-research class na pwede siyang singular or plural, hindi nagbabago yung spelling niya. Yan, katulad niyan. Nakikita nyo yan, ang example ko. Kahit singular, yan pa rin. Sheep. Pag naging plural siya, yan pa rin. Sheep pa rin. Yung sa tupa. Okay? So, pareho lang. So, bakit ko pinapakita class to? Kasi there are times na may encounter nyo itong mga nouns na to. Okay? Sa pagbibigay ng verb, kailangan alam nyo na, singular pala yung news, mathematics, economics, civics, and tonsillitis. Okay. It is singular, anyone and everyone. All right. Pants are in plural. Tweezers. Okay. Sheep can be used as singular or plural. So by knowing this, definitely you can decide on what verb you can use to what? To really make a sentence that has an agreement. Subject, verb, agreement. Is that right? Now, before you go to the link, kasi you're going to answer some questions about subject, verb, agreement, there are some more, what do you call this? Some more exceptions that we can consider here. So, ano ko muna klase yung presenting, so I'm going to get it. So, for example, okay. Example this one. For a while class, I'm just getting the file para mag-fully guided kayo dito. So these are very important. I mean, okay. Ano pa ba? Sentences like this. Okay, I need to show this one. I need to give this one because these are sentences that are like new to you para hindi kayo magkamali. So noisy. I hope you are not distracted by the noise because I told you a while ago that there is someone doing some carpentry tasks here. Okay. But definitely, I hope clear pa rin, I mean, I'm sorry. Malapit na class. I'm just getting the file. Please bear with me. It's right here kasi. Ang previous. What number is that? Thanks. Okay, so there you go. So I want you to write these examples. For you, this will serve as your guide. Because these examples are oftenly mistaken by students or pupils. Okay, let's have this one. I'm going to present it for a while. I'm just preparing the entire screen. Okay, there you go. I already presented. So these are the questions. I hope this is clear. I mean, nakikita nyo to class. Ayan, i-clear natin para lakihan ko ng konti. Yan. These examples, take a look. Either answer is or are acceptable. So the word is either or either and then answer. So which one is correct there? So referring to either, it means kahit alin doon sa sagot. So it means only one. You're referring to one. So the answer there is. You get it? Because either answer. Next. This, sige nga, let me see kung masagutan. The Prime Minister, together with his wife, greets the press cordially. Sige nga, alin dun kaya ang sagot? Greet or greets? Anyone? Yes, Jester?
Greet.
Greet. Why? Will you try to explain it, Jester? I'm going to show it again. The Prime Minister, together with his wife, greets the press cordially. Why? So, katulad ng in-explain natin sa role, you can actually cite that one. Akiko.
Because
Go
of the
later.
together.
Together. Because of the word together. Okay, that's the explanation of Jester. Because of the word together. So let's have someone is racing. Akiko. What? What is your answer? Roshena also is racing. Roshena, what is your answer?
Greets.
Greets. Now, let's try. Because Jester answered greet, Roshena answered greets. Okay, now let's analyze the sentence. Sir, you said, kapag mag-isa lang yung subject, kailangan there's S form of the verb. Okay? And if there are two or more of the subject, there is what? Simple form of the verb. O dito, i-identify natin, that's the rule ha, identify first the subject. So we have the Prime Minister, nababasa nyo naman, and then nakita ni Jester kanina na mayroong nakalagay together with his wife. May kita kayo ng ganyang sentence, okay? If you encounter this kind of sentence, this is our rule. You are going to use, so I mean refer only to the first subject mentioned. Okay? It means you're going to refer only to the Prime Minister. So I'm going to underline it. So you will not include together with his wife. Unless ang ginamit class ay and. The Prime Minister and his wife. Okay. So kapag ang ginamit is the Prime Minister and his wife, that will be plural. So ang gagamitin mo na dito, greet. But then, Roshena is correct. In this example, you're going to use greets. Okay, but it doesn't mean you're wrong. Don't be upset because this is a part of learning. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. You'll not recite next time. So whether you answered correct or wrong, you are graded. Okay, you are there's added points for your participation. So don't be upset if you get wrong answers. So here the answer is greets. Why? We are referring only to the Prime Minister. But if we use the word and, for example, okay, and, so combination of Prime Minister and the wife, so you're going to use greet. You get it? Only for this example. Next. All right. Look at this one. All of the CDs, even the scratch one, is or are in this case. Anyone. What is the answer right there? In that example, all of the CDs, even the scratch one, is or are in this case. Anyone? Okay, Jester. Okay, try again, Jester. Go.
Are.
All right. So Jester is correct. The answer is are. Why? Because there are two nouns being mentioned. One is singular and one is plural. This one is in plural form. But we are going to refer to the first subject that is mentioned. Okay? All of the cities. Okay, underline. So this one, even the scratch ones, included na siya sa plural. So you are going to use are. Okay? Next, how about this one? The movie, including all the previews, takes about 2 hours to watch. The movie, including all the previews. Sige nga, anyone? The movie, including the previews, takes about 2 hours to watch. Anyone? Yes, Roshena again. Let me see.
Takes.
All right, very good. The answer here is takes. Why? We are referring, there is comma here. We are referring only to the movie, the whole movie. So including na yung previous dun sa movie. So we are, but in a movie kasi class, if you're going to take a look, in a movie there are previews, there are chapters, but it's still counted as one movie. Do you get my point? So even you'll say including the chapters, previews, and other things you can see there, still that is included. The word is included in one movie. So that is why you're going to use what verb? Takes. Did you get it? Because movie is singular. Okay, so again, singular verb. Ulit yung clue natin. Singular verb that is S form of the verb. Yun yung lagi yung tatandaan. A singular verb, S form of the verb. Okay. So, is there any question about this one? None so far. Why I'm discussing this very well, because this sentence construction is the most essential part of like writing, of communication. How can you speak well if you don't know? How can you communicate rather if you don't know the subject verb agreement? Okay. How can you write a good sentence if you don't know this one, or even a paragraph? So you need to know this one. And since we will meet again, we will meet pa rin class kasi na-extend yung class. Dapat tapos na kayo ng week 8. But then hanggang pa rin December 12 yung magiging class. So definitely we'll still meet for week 9. Okay, so week 9 ang magiging focus na lang natin kasi tapos na tayo sa science. Okay? Later, kaya na natin tapusin ng science. So for the next week, ang magiging classes na lang natin is more on English. Why? I cannot include now about the tenses of verb. Kasi magiging ano na naman yun sa utak nyo sama-sama. Merong subject-verb agreement, meron na namang tenses of verb, that is future, present, and past. So I want another time for that kasi I cannot give it today because it's not easy for someone na ang daming ipapasok. Okay? Para yung like this, a cup like this. Pag punong-puno na at binubuhusan pa rin ng tubig, saan mapupunta yung rest of that? Di ba tatapon na siya? So I don't want that to happen. Kaya ang maging focus nyo muna today is what? The subject-verb agreement. Okay. So later, I'm going to give 10 questions. Okay? Link. You're going to click on the link and then analyze very well. Don't, do it like para kayo nag-uunahan na makapasa. That's not the right attitude kasi you are like given the time naman to finish. So analyze very well the question. First, ulitin ko yung rule natin. Look at the subject. Mamaya tatanungin ko yung pattern ha. Look at the subject. Now, after looking at the subject, identify if it is a identify if it is a singular or a plural subject. Number 3, decide on what verb you're going to use to agree with the subject. Will you please repeat it? What is the first one to do? Hannah?
Look at the subject.
Yes. The second one? Diana?
Decide if the subject is singular or plural.
Correct. Decide if the subject is singular or plural. And the third one? Percy?
Lastly, decide which verb form will match with the subject.
Yes, correct. Decide on the verb that matches the subject. Now, let's have a picture study. I'm in picture story, but here, in a picture story, what you're going to do, class, is to construct a sentence based from the picture that you can see. Okay? So any sentence with the correct subject-verb agreement. This is just a practice, but still we're going to use it. So please raise your hand if you want to answer. All right. Okay. Let's have question number 1. Okay. So question number 1. So look at the picture. Actually, this is an energizer, but ginamit ko na class. Look at the picture and then construct a sentence with the correct subject-verb agreement based from the picture that you can see on the slide. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Now take a look at the first one. Okay. Those who are not cold, you can actually type your answers on the chat box. Again, I'm going to show it. Construct a sentence with the correct subject-verb agreement. Okay, I will give an example. The church is ready for the church is ready for the worship service. So I use the word church. That is a singular subject. That is a be verb, referring to what? One. Okay, one subject ready for the worship service. Is there anyone who can give another sentence? Yes, Jester?
The father is not on the church.
Yes, the father or the priest is not yet there in the church. That's correct. The priest or the father, kasi we call it father, is not yet there in the church. What else? Because it's empty. Or you can say the church is empty. That is another one. The church is empty. What else, Aliyah?
The groom is going to be in the church later on or soon.
Yes, the groom will be, okay, or using that here future. Kasi yun ang i-discuss natin next time, the tenses of verb. What will happen, what happened yesterday, what is happening now, and what will happen tomorrow. Okay, yes, Roshana. Okay, yun si Roshana. Yes, nag-type na si Roshana. Some people go to church. Okay, Roshana, you use the word go because the subject is plural. People. The church is very quiet. That's correct. For the answer of Akiko. Now, class, before we continue, I want to explain first this one. Okay. Let me go back here. Kasi baka na ano kayo sa be verb. Ano ba yung mga be verb na sinasabi ni Sir? I'm referring to be verb. So be verb are like is, are, o pwedeng has, have. Okay, pwede na natin makonsider kasi nga minsan pag has parang hindi na naririnig as action kaya nalilito yung bata kung pwede ko ba siyang gamitin as verb. Kapag is class, that is past tense. Kapag gumamit ka ng was, singular pa din yun, pero nakalipas na siya. Are, ang kapartner niya naman is where. For example, she is playing outside. Okay? She was playing outside a while ago. So, ibig sabihin nangyari na kaya was na yung ginamit mo. Yung i-discuss natin next meeting or next study natin. What if the verb happened in the past? And ano mangyayari sa verb? What if the verb is just happening now? And what if the verb will happen the next day? Okay? Ito sa has, had. Have, had been, pareho. Halimbawa, kapag present, pwede mong sabihin na she has answered, o she has what? She has presented inside the classroom. Pag nangyari na she has had, so magkaiba. That is for the be verb. Okay? Okay, let's continue to our picture study. So the next picture is and that one. Can you see that? So go, anyone? Anyone? Other hands? So yung hindi pa nakakapagbigay ng examples. Parang there are some like 7 of you are not around here. I don't know kung connection problem ba or what. Amer, go, give one.
The girl is praying to our Lord Father.
Okay, the girl is praying. Will you please use the verb pray? Aliyah?
Her mother is praying because she is sick.
Okay, that can be. Or look at my example. She prays. Ayan. She prays solemnly. So I use the word pray. Pray is a verb. She, subject, is singular. Prays at SNS form. Okay. Next, let's have at least 2 more pictures. Okay. Please use not only is or are. You are allowed to use verbs like praise, greet, hugs. Not only is or are. Kasi kung is or are lang tayo, dito hindi na mag-i-improve yung sentence natin. Lagi naman tayo nasa is and are. He is, she is, Arman is, they are. Puro na lang is and are. Okay? How about other words or other verb? Abam, are you there? Abam, can you open your camera and recite? I mean to give example sentence for the picture that I shown a while ago. Abam. Abam. Percy, will you please give an example for this one? Look at that.
The 2 people
Okay, go. Some of you can actually type your answers sa ating chat box para makita ko kung ano yung naiisip ninyo. Go. The 2 people, what? Oh, that is a plural subject. So what are we going to use as a verb?
the 2 people hug.
Okay, that's correct. O, lagyan mo lang ng ano, I mean, add some more descriptive word or anything. The 2 people hug. Actually, that is already a sentence. The 2 people hug. Pero much better pa siya, may improve if you can add some more phrases or say more. The men hug after a long time. The men hug. Okay, the men, kasi men is a plural. My lolo and his cousin greet each other. Oh, that's correct, Hannah. Because, Santara, when you are writing a sentence, do not write numbers like that way. Kailangan, in English, you're going to write TWO. Okay? You cannot say 2 men's, and then you cannot say 2 men's because men is the plural form of man. Diba may mga noun na nababago yung spelling kapag nagiging plural? Tulad ng man, nagiging men. Diba? So may mga ganon. Balikan niyo yung lessons niyo about nouns kung paano nagbabago yung spelling. Halimbawa yung wife, naging wives. Oh. My grandfather and her grandfather hugged each other. Kaya lang yung hugged, Aliyah, it's already past form. It means happened already in the past. Yun pa lang yung magiging lesson natin next time. Kailangan gamit nyo lang muna is hug or hugs. Or greet, pwede yun. The girl boy saw his father hugging. Huwag kayong gagamit na ng mga his or her. Maging sure na kayo, class. Kasi that one, yung gumagamit ng girl boy na may ganong, ang tawag natin dan, choices is when we are like explaining or we're discussing something. Pero in a sentence, pwedeng maging sure ka na. Boy ba siya or girl? Pwede mo nang i-identify. The man hugged it. Huwag mo nang gagamit ng past form. Hugged or greeted. Ano mo na, greet or hug. Okay. So that's correct. Next, let's proceed to the next picture. Go. So if you want to raise your hand. If you want to type, just type your answers on our chat box. Okay, anyone? Mia, will you please give an example sentence for that? Example sentence for that. Go. Mia. Or JM, are you there? Jaisley, are you there? Wala si Jaisley. Will you please type your answer, Angelica? I want you to type answer right there, Angelica. Also, Abam and Toby, will you please type answers there? JM also. Roshana is encountering, receiving your chat, but then I cannot answer this time kasi nagdi-discuss ako. Paragel is encountering internet connection issues. Roshana, go give an example. Eman already gave an example. The band is playing music. Correct. Band as one. Pero pwede siyang pag-iwalay-walayin. Di ba yung tatlong na nagkana? The boy band are playing instruments. The boy bands. The group of men are playing song. The boy is performing. Roshana, go.
The band plays different kind of music.
Okay, the band plays different kind of music. Band as one, as one, as counted as one. Just like movie a while ago. Pero pag gusto nyo pag-iwahiwalay, pwede nyo naman, the three musicians, pwedeng ganon. The three musicians are playing in their instruments. Amer? The band are performing their song according to Mia.
My favorite band plays my favorite song.
Correct. Favorite band plays my favorite songs. Now, don't forget to put the period at the end of the sentence. Merong nagtatype na walang period. Tapos, merong nagtatype na yung simula ng sentence is small letter. It should be in capital letter. For example, you use the article, the, so you capitalize T. The band is having a concert, Percy, you're going to put period at the end of it. The boy is performing, Santara, you're going to put period at the end of the sentence. That is basic. Kailangan hindi mo na sinasabi yun, pero I don't know why I'm still, reminding you about this one. Because I knew that Ma'am Babes already mentioned this so many times in your English class that you need to put the right punctuation marks. Aliyah, some more?
The band creates a new song.
Okay, correct. The band creates a new song. Very good because you are getting there, being so like creative, looking for verbs, looking for new words that you can actually put into it. Okay, or I mean use as an example. So last picture before we go to our exercises, we have only one task. I mean one task. Two tasks dapat, kaya lang I will just limit it to one task. Next. Boom. Okay. So I hope you can give more examples here because you are familiar with this one. Okay. So those who cannot raise their hand because the internet connection is weak, you can actually raise your hand and then answer. I type your answer rather on our chat box. Yes. Ako na talaga siguro mahina ang connection. Pero ang iba naman nagtatype na. The carnival is big. There are so many rides. Tama yun. Santara is correct. I love riding merry-go-rounds when we go to amusement parks. I love. Okay, correct. I love. I love. You cannot say I loves. Kasi that is exempted to the rule. Okay. I is exempted. Yes. Jester?
I love going to the carnival.
I love going to the carnival. Correct. Last. Yes, Hannah?
The children love to go on the carnival because of the beautiful rides.
Yes, the children. Children is the plural form of child. Okay? So love is the correct verb because children is plural. The children love. But if you use child, the child loves riding in a merry-go-round. Merry-go-round ba yung pinakita? I love rides in the carnival. Okay. Ride can be a verb or a noun. That's correct. Tama yung mga examples ninyo. Kasi when you use this sentence, katulad yung binigay ni Roshena, I love is used as a verb, but rides is used as a noun. Kasi rides, ibig sabihin referring to the, kung ano yung mga rides na nandun. Can be a merry-go-round, can be a flying saucer, whatsoever. Rides. We are happy. That's correct, Akiko. We are. Because we is plural. We are happy when we also ride. Okay? Because that is a plural subject. We ride. Merry-go-rounds. Yes, Amer?
The children had fun yesterday at the carnival.
Okay. The children had, o gumamit ka na ng past form, had, kasi it happened yesterday. Okay, correct. Jillian or Dana, there is so many. Okay, Dana, will you please rephrase your sentence? There is so many because you are using many. So when you are using many there, what should be the verb? Is it there is so many or there are so many? What do you think? There is so many or there are so many rides? Some people are not happy. Okay, pa rin. Some people are not happy at the carnival. So Jester answered. The carnival makes, don't put apostrophe, JM. Don't post apostrophe for makes. Make kailangan M-A-K-E-S. Okay? Make. Siguro na ano, may apostrophe ba? O ano lang ako, namamalikmata lang ako. The children are happy because the carnival have many rides. Correct. Okay. That's it. So I believe you already, aware of how we are forming sentences. I hope soon when we are forming our own paragraph, because at the end of this first quarter, you are going to have like some performance tasks. One of that is writing a paragraph, and the other one is reciting a speech. Are you going to speak in front or you're going to speak here and then you're going to deliver some, arguments about certain topics. For example, you're going to say something about the new normal of education, your experiences during the online class, something like that. The amusement parks makes the people enjoy their day. Okay, correct. So yeah, that's it. I hope you can answer the questions later. I have 10 questions. So any more question, class, na hindi clear? Is it clear now? So if the lesson, you are allowed to go back and review your notes, especially those I had presented a while ago. Okay, so that's it for today. That's the end of our English class. So I hope you got scores of like 8 and above sa ating magiging exam. I'm going to send it to your GC, sa Pahimis GC. Yung link, just click on it. And then, just answer. Yun lang yung task nyo today. Just click on the link. And then, tick on the correct answer, submit, and then submit only one response. You cannot answer 2 or more. And please, yung iba, pinapasagutan siguro sa ibang account. That is why, when I am checking on the links, mayroong 31 na nagsagot, you are only 27. So imagine that. Sino yung remaining 4 na nagsagot? May kasama ba tayong ghosts? So, that's it. If you if there is no question, anything, any concern, later we're going to meet at 1 p.m. But in science, we are just to discuss, in a short time, because I'm going to present only the plan. And then after that, you're going to make your own plan on how to make your own product out of recyclable materials. Okay? Aside from the video, you're going to design your own. So as early as now, pwede na kayong mag-think, ano kayong pwede kong i-design na product? Kailangan somehow you put effort to that. Hindi yung simple na lang na nagtahi, kasi simple lang yun eh. Other things that you can do, that you can like showcase your creativity and recycling something. Okay, assignment in English, later I'm going to send sa ating GC. So that's it for today. See you later, and God bless you all. Have a blessed day ahead of you. Enjoy your snacks if you were going to take your snacks before answering your quiz. You may go to the CR first, comfort rooms, and eat something, baka gutom na. Sinong hindi nag-breakfast? Lahat naman kayo nag-breakfast. All of you ate your breakfast? Okay, good. So if not, so take your snacks first, or go to the CR before going back and answering the link. See you later. Bye. God bless you,
Bye,
guys.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Bye po.
Bye, sir. Thank you po, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye po.
Oh.
Bye po.
By the way,